everyone, it's Gloria again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to continue with our part 2 of how your kids see you. Part 2. If you remember very well, in the part 1, I about the adult stage first, of which is the stage that most of us are in at the moment. Adult stage is divided into the early adult stage, the middle adult stage, and of course, the late adult stage. So, we talked about how we as adults that have responsibilities to shoulder are beginning to see our parents differently from how we used to see them some years back due to the responsibilities we're shouldering these days, and then probably we have our families that we're taking care of, right? So now, today we're going to be talking about the children, the kids, from infancy to becoming toddlers to becoming early childhood, middle childhood, and then adolescents before they finally transform into adults. How do they see their parents? Right? From infancy to toddler, they see their parents like the heroes of their life. And of course, they are the heroes in their lives, so to speak. They are all they know. They believe in them. They trust in them. They have so much confidence in them. That's why sometimes, if people want to talk to you, they will say, have faith, trust, and belief like that of a child, right? Because the child goes all out for his parents, his or her parents. Along the line, I don't know exactly where, but a lot of things happen that change that belief, that trust, that confidence that children tend to have in their parents. I would like to say that it is a whole cycle in the sense that from infancy to being toddlers and then down to the early adult stage. These stages makes the kids to lose confidence in their parents at some point, lose trust, to lose belief in their parents, sense of belief and all that. But then when they get into middle to late adulthood, that trust returns. So it's like a complete circle. What are those things that could be responsible for those kind of lost in confidence, lost in trust, lost in beliefs on the part of the kids concerning their parents? There are a lot of factors. So some we may not even take as serious, but they are serious indeed. Take, for instance, a child that totally believes in his parents, have complete confidence and trust on his parents. And then one day he just wakes up trying to, follow the parents to wherever it is that the parents is going to. And the parent be like, come on, go get your shoes. You're not putting on your shoes. When you go, put on your shoes, then I'll be waiting. And on their return, that parent is gone. It will hit them differently because, as far as they know, these parents are so trustworthy that they shouldn't just deceive them in such a manner. Lying to children. You'll be looking at your children face to face and be lying outrightly. They tend to wonder because, in the way you're bringing them up, you likely told them that lying is not good. And then there you are as a parent, lying unapologetically. It makes them lose trust and confidence in you as a parent. Another factor that may be responsible for all those changes is they know when you're overpraising them. and they know when you're sincere about your praises for them. Next point is promising them things that you know you cannot do. I'll buy you a aeroplane. For heaven's sakes, if it is a toy airplane, state it and say, I'm going to get you a toy, airplane toy, or something of that nature. Don't just tell them you buy them airplane. Maybe when they see airplane fly by and then you tell them, I'll get you an airplane one day. And you know from the word go that you can't afford an airplane for them. But you promise them that. With time, I cannot even begin to count the number of uncles and aunties that have promised me aeroplane like this. Is it aeroplane? Is it bicycle? Is it cars? I'll get you a plane. I'll buy you a car. I'll get all those promises. Growing up, I just realized that all these things that these people have promised me, I haven't seen any of them. So, with all these things, kids tend to lose confidence, lose trust, lose the assurance that they used to have about their parents. Of course, sometimes some of those things that parents do or say to their children is like protective. You don't want to expose them to certain luxuries, so to speak. Whatever it is, but it impacts on them negatively. It seriously impacts on them negatively. That's how they lose confidence in parents, caregivers, and then, because it's almost in every home, they tend to discuss about it among their peers. When they discuss about it, and then they form a community of people of like minds that have issues bothering them, and they confide in each other. They sort of trust themselves more than the people in their homes. And before you know it, they take advice from their peers rather than from home. They lock up when it comes to their parents or their caregivers. They develop some I don't care attitude because, as far as they're concerned, the parents don't care either. Before long, you just realize that the kids you used to know are no longer the same. And then while you're trying to figure that out, boom, they're already adults. They go with that mentality into their homes. Becoming fathers, becoming mothers, and then raising their own kids. Now it dawned on them that, okay, now I understand why mom was like this. I understand why dad was behaving in such a manner. Yeah, you thinking what I'm thinking. They may not want to acknowledge that to their parents. That's number one. Number two, it may be too late. The parents may be gone forever, never to return. Or in some other cases, the parents may be too old to really appreciate your acknowledgement of that truth. So there are several factors that make children, kids, adolescents, young adults to see their parents differently. Whatever the case may be, just take it easy on your parents. Take it easy on your parents, and parents too, please take it easy on your kids so that we will not have the wrong notion about one another. Parents, you're growing old. You're going to need the support of your kids. And if they grow up believing that you never loved them, or whatever you were doing or not doing was not in their best interests, they may be very far away from you. And that's not going to be good on both parties. So this is where we draw the curtains. But I know that so many of you have other factors, other reasons that may affect the way that kids or young adults see their parents, why they see them in that way. Please do well to drop it on the comment section. I guess I'll see you in my next one. Thank you.